afternoon, children. Previous class we are discussed about the lesson 3 changes around us, right? Are you clear that lesson, children? Okay. Today we are going to see the next new lesson, the cell. Okay. This is the biology lesson, the cell. Okay. Biology is the study of life, children, but the cell is the basic fundamental unit of life. Okay. Now we see cell. Okay. Observe two pictures given above. Do you observe any similarity between them? See these two pictures, children. Do you observe any similarity between them? Children, did you see the construction of building, children? Yes, each building is made up of many bricks. Yes or no? Yes. And each bricks represent the unit of house. Unit of a house. See that bricks. Close your eyes and imagine the brick wall. What is the basic building block of the wall? A single brick, of course. In the same way, the living things are also made up of biological unit. Okay, like a brick wall, the living things also have a biological units. Your body is composed of basic building blocks and are named as cells. Each unit is called as what, children? Cells. Okay. See this is the definition. Definition of cell. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of living organism. Cell is what? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of every living organisms. Are you clear, children? We know that living things and things that living either or non-living things have the cells. All living things are made of one or more cells. The cell is self-sufficient to carry out all the fundamental and essential function of organism. This is the organism of living creature. The living organism are found everywhere on the earth. See this, everything having cells. Are you understood, children? Yes. Now I share next page for you. Next, all living things are made up of cells. All living things are made up of one or more cells. There are variety of cell types, however, they all have some common characteristic features. All the cells have what, children? Some common characteristic feature. Okay, children? Okay. Next series, this is the microscope. Can you see a cell with your naked eye? Can you see a cell with your naked eye? Before that, I want to share some points about cells. There are numerous cells present in the living body, and different cells perform the different like activity also. In coordinate manner, there are some common characteristic feature. The body of all living organisms, animals, plants and human beings are made up of what, children? Cells. So cells are capable and carry out all the functions of the living organism, such as movement, respiration and digestion and so on. Okay, children? More to know. Can you see a cell with your naked eye, children? No, we cannot see the cell through naked eye. We can see only through the microscope. Okay, the cells are very minute and said to be microscopic, cannot be seen with our naked eyes. They can be observed only through the specialized scientific instrument called microscope. We can see only through the microscope. This is the specialized scientific instrument. This instrument only we want to see the cell. Okay. Nowadays, electron microscope is used to magnify the cells and observe the cells. Olden days, we are using the microscope, but nowadays we are using the electron microscope. It is used to magnify the cells and observe the cells also. Are you clear, the student? Yes. Which instrument is used to see the cell? Microscope. Very good. Okay. Next, discovery of the cell. The cell was discovered by whom? Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke was a Englishman. He is a scientist and great mathematician also, but he invented many things. Okay, he improved microscope which was used in those days and built a compound microscope. He improved microscope which is used in those days and built a compound microscope, children. Okay. He placed a water lens beside the microscope to force the light from a lamp. See this picture. Before he placed the water lens, he should focus the light from the oil lamp on the specimens to illuminate it brightly. If the oil lamp will focus means that it gives brightly. So that first Hooke what may do? Keep the oil lamp clearly and then he places the water lens. Then only it shows brightly. So that he is able to see the minute parts of the body clearly. Minute parts of the objects clearly. So first he placed the oil lamp. Before that he entered into the light, focus the light. After that the water lens beside the microscope to focus the light. It should be very brightly. At the same time he was able to see the minute particles of the objects clearly. Minute particles of the objects clearly. Are you understood, children? This is the microscope, children. Okay, next. One day Hooke made thin sections of the car and observed them through his microscope. He observed many small identical chambers which were hexagonal in shape. He was surprised. After that, he saw many objects like butterfly wings, bee compound eyes, etc. Based on these observations, Hooke published a book named Micrographia in the year 1665, where he first used the term cell. He described the structure of tissues using the term cell. So, here see, Robert Hooke was an Englishman, you already know. He take thin slice of cork. Did you see that cork, children? Badminton cork. Yes, the same cork only. The Robert Hooke taken. After that, he sliced the cork. The back side having one sharp edges. No, that sharp edges he sliced. After that, he kept into the compound microscope and he found that the bottle cork was made up of many small boxes and cavity is surrounded by definite holes. Okay, he named this honeycomb structure as cell. It looks like a honeycomb. Okay, honeycomb structure as a cell. He observed many tiny hollow room-like structures that resemble honeycomb and called them as cells. This type of honeycomb-like structures we call them as cells. Hooke actually saw it is only outer cell walls. Just like that, the cell was discovered. Hooke published all his findings in a book called Micrographia in the year what, children? 1665. He described the structure of tissues using this cell. Using this cell, he described the structure of tissues. Okay. Next. In Latin word called cellula means a small chamber. In Latin word cellula means a small chamber. Small chamber means what, children? Small chamber, room like chamber. Okay, small room like chambers. Okay, in Latin word cellula means a small chamber. The branch of science that deals with the study of cells is called cell biology. In future, many students will learn about the cells. Okay, so that the branch of science is called as the cell biology. Are you understood, children? Robert Hooke was invented what? Microscope. After that, the Micrographia, the book is published on the year 1665. These are the important points in this discover. Okay, next one is the structural organisms of the cell. Structural organism of the cell. The outermost part of the cell is the cell membrane. Here see, a typical cell consists of three major parts. The first point is the outer cell membrane, and second point a liquid cytoplasm, and third point a nucleus. So the outermost part of the cell is the cell membrane. Okay, children, outermost part of the cell is called as the cell membrane. Wait, children, see, This is the outermost part. Okay, this outermost part is called as what? Cell membrane. Next, a liquid cytoplasm. Here see this diagram, children. In between some cytoplasm is there, no? So this is the cytoplasm. So the center of the cell is called as the nucleus. Center of the cell is called as the what? Nucleus. So the outermost part of the cell is the cell membrane. Between the nucleus and the cell membrane, it lies a jelly-like structure called the cytoplasm. See this is the jelly-like structure. This is called as the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, there are certain organelles present. In the cytoplasm, there are certain organelles present. These organelles are the certain structure which are present in the cytoplasm, which perform the various function of the cell also. Center part of the cell is called what? Nucleus. The center part of the cell is called what, children? Nucleus. So in the cytoplasm there are certain organelles present in the cytoplasm. These organelles are certain structure which are present in the cytoplasm. Which are present in the what, children? Cytoplasm. So many of the minuscule but distant structure called organelles lies within the cell. Okay, are you understood, children? Next one is the size of the cell. Next one is what? Size of the cell. See this picture. Different types of cell size. See this, many different types of cell size. So size of the cell. Okay, the size of the cell may vary from micrometer to a few centimeters. The size of the cells may vary from what, children? Micrometer. Micrometer means a million of the meter to a few centimeter. Okay, most cells are microscopic and cannot be seen with naked eye. You already know microscope. Without microscope we cannot see the cells. So most of the cells we cannot see through the naked eye. They can observe only through the which instrument, children? Microscope. They are observed only through the microscope. So the smallest size of the cell is present in bacteria. The smallest cell of the present in what? Bacteria. The size of the bacterial cell ranges between 0.01 micrometer to 0.5 micrometer. The size of the bacterial cell is ranges what, children? 0.01 micrometer to 0.5 micrometer. So the cells are many different sizes. The bacteria cells are extremely small size. The length of that ranges between what? 0.01 micrometer to 0.5 micrometer. On the other hand, the largest cell is the egg of ostrich with 170 millimeter. The largest cell is what, children? Egg of an ostrich. Some cells are big and can be seen easily with naked eye. Examples: hen's egg. But largest cell is what, children? Ostrich egg. It is 170 millimeter width. We can see this with the naked eye. It is easily seen with what? Naked eye. In human body, the nerve cells are believed to the longest cells. Human body, the nerve cells are the longest cells. Okay, children? Are you understood? Okay. See this. This is the size of the cells. Each and every cell having different sizes. Yes or no? So this is the size of the cells. The size of the cells may vary. First, the bacterial is the very smallest one. Its length is what? 0.01 micrometer to 0.5 micrometer. But largest egg is what, children? Ostrich egg. It is a 170 millimeter width. We can see it through a naked eye. Are you understood, children? Okay, children. Next one is, here they given activity for you to observe the structure of the single cell, hen's egg. Materials needed: a hen's egg and a plate. Take one plate and keeps the hen's egg. Next one, crack the shell and break open the egg in plate. Keep the egg. Crack the shell and break open the egg in the plate. Observations: the egg has a yellow part and a transparent part surrounding it. Yes, already you know the egg has a yellow part and a transparent part is which color, children? White color. The white transparent part is look like a jelly like, and it represents the cell's cytoplasm, while the yellow part is thicker and represent the cells of nucleus. The yellow part is very thicker and center of that is nucleus. On the internal side of the cell can be seen in thin membrane like structure which represent the cell membrane. Which represent the what, children? Cell membrane. Are you understood or not? Okay, very good. Next one is the, here see, this is the shape of the cells. Okay, this is the shape of the cells. Cells are different shapes. For example, some shapes are given below. Here, nerve cell, red blood cell, muscle cell, like that. The cells are different in shape. Okay, children, are you understood or not? So the cells are different in shapes. Some shapes are given below. That is a nerve cell, muscle cell, and red blood cell. Okay, are you understood or not? Yes. Next one is the number. Next one is what, children? Number of cell. The number of cells present in different organisms may vary. Organisms may be either unicellular or multicellular. Organisms such as bacteria, amoeba, chlamydomonas and yeast are unicellular. On the other hand, the organisms such as Spirogyra, mango and human beings are multicellular, made up of a few hundreds to million cells. Here see, this is the unicellular organism. See the first picture, Paramecium, yeast, Euglena, amoeba and bacteria. These are the unicellular organisms. So the all living organisms are made up of what, children? Cells. But the number of cells vary from organisms to organism. Some organisms, plants and animals are made of just one cell, that is a single cell, and other organisms are made up of large number of cells. So depend on the number of cells in the body of organisms, and organisms can be classified as unicellular or microcellular. Let us define the unicellular organisms. Okay, the organisms which are made up of only one cell is called what, children? Unicellular organisms. The organisms which are made up of only one cell is called unicellular organisms. Example, here they given bacteria, amoeba, chlamydomonas and yeast are the unicellular organisms. Next one is the multicellular organisms. The organisms which are made up of many cells. Organisms which are made up of what, children? Many cells. For example, mango, human beings means what? Human beings, rat and tree. These are multicellular. It is made up of few hundreds to million cells. Here see, the appropriate number of cells in human body is 3.7 into 10 to the power 23. 10 to the power 13. So the appropriate number of human body cells is what? 3.7 into 10 to the power 13. Or we will write 37. You want to put 12 0. Okay. 37. After that you put 12 0. That is 3.7 into 10 to the power 13. Okay. This is the human body cells. This is the human body cells. Are you understood, children? This is the number. Next one is the appropriate number of the cells in the human body is what, children? 3.7 into 10 to the power 13 or 37 12 0. After that you put 12 0. Okay, so this is the unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Once again I tell, unicellular organisms means what, children? The organisms which are made up of only one cell is called unicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms what, children? The organisms which are made up of many cells is called multicellular organisms. Are you understood, children? I hope you understood this topics. Okay, today class over, children. Then and there you read and take a points, children. Don't waste your time. Okay, children, thank you. We will see tomorrow class. Thank you, children.